Check. Hello. A little bit of video selfie time. I'm at the bar. I eat a whole big old cocktail of OC over the counter farms. You never hear farms, over the counter farms. It's a Grateful Dead show stuff. So someone come around. I'm back from the Dead show. You didn't get the invite. I could have sworn I saw you like 20 or 30 times in the crowd. So earlier, there was season one. Why is he putting so much spice? He puts like a half a thing of spice in that, and a half a thing of more spice in that, and herbs and garlic, onion, salt, pepper, all sorts of stuff, and he's loading it in, and he's loading it in. There's only like 2 or 3 eggs. I think there's only 2 eggs in the dang thing. There's more spice than eggs, and it's just a splash of milk, or something similar. It's like you never heard of the Grateful Dead show, you never heard of the Shakedown Street Cooks, at the Grateful Dead show, or after the Grateful Dead show, or something similar to that. Well, I'm at my at-home patio bar. It's an at-home. It's my it's 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 a it's a deck, is what it is. It's a DECK, you know, and so there was that, and then I was getting into, but I'm about to be smoking one right now, still isn't gay. I'm still kind of proud of that. So someone come along and says, "Yeah, you want some coke?" I said, "No thanks, I already have one." It's like, okay, so we go along, and then go along, through the crowd, ayo, yayo, who's got the ayo, or something similar. It's like they toured for 40 years, and then they did GD50. 40 consecutive years. It was really a mass following. The whole, like hundreds and hundreds of thousand people that really understand, the Grateful Dead show stuff. So farms, yeah, I had some OTC farms. So it was 2 DXM caps, 3 aspirin, a Zyrtec. To brush my teeth, I did a head wash with bar soap. I did a head wash with shampoo, conditioner, body wash, same time. There was the deodorant plus cologne, like an eighth of bottle cologne, and like one of those little travel size, but it's intense, And I was getting it done. I was like, maybe water's the new fire. Eventually, is what I thought. Getting clean again. Cleaning up. Taking it in. And the weather. It's been summer since like an hour afternoon. And it's still summer, but it's October. And wasn't it just winter this morning in New England? So they clam chowder. Something similar. And there was that. And traffic conditions. Did I go to the store today? Yep. And on the way back, it was almost like we really did when Wounded Knee. It's like I bought tobacco. Did they shut the gas station off? Did they close the highway or something? Did I finally buy enough tobacco at the gas station? It's like, really? You spent like $75,000 there on tobacco and Red Bull, spirits and Red Bull. Over a decade. It was close to a decade, and they said you spent 3/4 of $100,000 not on gasoline or anything automotive gasoline related. Is that how it works these days? Do they really shut down the gas station? When will they remove the gasoline from the gas station and make it a regular ordinary convenience store, grocery store with an extra big parking lot? So it's a small store. Well, maybe we could put a tent in the parking lot and doesn't sell fireworks. So really, no, I really did spend about $75,000 at one particular gas. Did you the membership card? Yeah, I asked for it right in the beginning. They said they didn't have one. I've asked for it, every few months. I said, well, you got a membership card or something? Because I really have spent a whole heck of a lot of money. They don't have one. They don't have one. They didn't. Not for me. Not back then. Not still. As far as I can tell, say. But the relief in that, yeah. So I was coming home, and I still have some. It's not like I had to smoke the whole thing at once. I generally save 3 for tomorrow. So yeah, and I had to do a big old live segment. Unfortunately, some uh, wheelie toting stone throwers zipped around the shoe and respect my authority, sort of thing. And I was, I just had the farms, and I was like, maybe water's the new fire. Oh, don't trick me, Dad. There's a bunch of chemicals. It was like you need 25%. What are you closer to 30%? You're like 28% unleaded Native American. So generally, they're allergic to, or we're allergic to modern medicine. Penicillin derivatives. Penicillin derivatives and modern medicines stemming from 1700 something, when they supposedly came up with the cure for the Black Plague. It's like moldy bread, probably not allergic to it. Because it was the bread bleached, or something like that. As far as derivatives from moldy bread, Black Plague, yeah, I might have that, as well as smallpox and everything else that Native Americans are allergic to. As far as the medicine that cures it, that stuff's deadly. As far as these deadly plagues and stuff, really not deadly. So I had all sorts of OTC farms, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta make sure I have some tobacco too, you know. And I kind of figured they wasn't for me. I kind of figured and realized they wasn't for me, because they would have sent a note, they would have sent a text, they would have put a sticky, they would have left a letter, they would have called ahead of time. They would have. They really would have, or they really should. And if they didn't understand that then, they should understand that now. What was it? It was between D-Day 2001 and when some random tourist piked out the window, what I call a skyscraper, and got me one round right through and I have a lucky dimple now. So, and then what happened? I said, I'm still off my feet and on meds for that. I really have been on meds for that the entire while, whether or not I've been doing anything or not. I'm still, kind of slow and simple and dumb. I really was one of them from 2008 to 2003. But you were a junior, but they needed every swinging cluck in the field, all hands on deck right then. Could have sworn there was this huge national tragedy, and and it really seemed like Armageddon back then. So no, someone had been through so much about that. When I was a firefighter, I was shoveling up corpses. You're supposed to call that a corpse? Just call it is this yesterday's hamburger? Fell out of a biplane or something like that. Someone just threw a bucket of hamburger out, and there was a body. And when I was a firefighter, I found maybe less than a dozen of those. My job was to shovel them up and drop them in the trash. It was actually a body bag, and they put a toe tag in it and everything, but. And then you take some sand and you put it over the spot, that maybe had some blood on it on the roadway, and then you shovel up the sand. And then I say, well, then the street sweeper come along later. It's like, don't cause more of a scene than there was. Just make it go away, sort of thing. That was being a firefighter. Being the police is, I don't really remember exactly, but eventually I was detained in terrorists away from a fertilizer bomb in New York City. I really was, and that bomb really didn't explode. And as far as anything BSA, they put me in the diplomatic ambassadors program so I could make peace between Russia and Iran. And I figured that trip might end your life. You sure you don't want to go to Tijuana or Cancun? Mardi Gras leaves, boobies aplenty, you know, eat some alligator catfish or something. Underage drinking, condoms, no condoms, either way, that trip would have really